maybe it was just a fluke and everything he said was impulsive or exaggerated because of his high. That's honestly what I feel, and it really hurts.
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. Here we are with Heath, basically telling us that he loves me, but I honestly don't believe it. And I feel like this is the very first time in a visual novel where I don't think you're telling me the truth that you love me. I'm kind of questioning it. No one's ever made me so happy just by being there and letting me be with them. Every time I love a person, somebody or something always takes them away. Please, won't you love me too? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you glaring at me like that? I already loved you from the beginning. Please. I'm not sure how I feel. This is so sudden. Heath, I already have feelings for you. I care about you, Heath, but only as a friend. Damn. I can't be your crutch like that. You shouldn't want me to be. Are you for real though? I should be really happy. But right now, I'm kind of questioning if you really love me because you're kind of like on drugs. But I do already have feelings for him. I don't feel like this is a good idea for me. Because I feel like he's just gonna use me as his reasoning in life. And when things goes bad, he's gonna blame it all on me. This is really bumming me out because I really, really wanted to like Heath, but I don't want to be the reason why he's gonna hate me in the future. And this confession just feels not very genuine to me. But Heath, already have feelings for you. Michiko. He breathed my name longly, his gaze flickering between my eyes and my lips. What? And then he started to slowly lean forward, his lips fast approaching mine. Press in towards him, close my eyes, pull away. Confesses our feelings to each other. Me pulls away from it. Should I close my eyes? Press in towards him? What does this even mean? Like, am I pressing closer to him? Like my lips? I began to lean in, but before I could even meet him halfway, he'd already closed the distance, sealing us together in a kiss. Oh, I thought he rejected me. I was gonna be mega sad. Oh, this is so cute. And look at them not popping the dialogue right away so you can get your screen grab right now. Oh, that's so cute. He's eating my lip ring. His lips were soft and cool, pressing neatly against mine, each kiss lasting longer and longer, as if he were more reluctant to pull away. Lightly, adoringly, his fingertips ran through the back of my hair, down the nape of my neck, ice cold and delicate on my flesh like a dusting of snowflakes. The more he touched me, the more it felt like he wanted to touch me. Again, I don't know this. I don't know that I should be really excited, but I don't because, like, again, he came in kind of high. It wasn't possessive. It was just a deep, desperate longing, as if he were drowning and I was his sole lifeline. Hold him reassuringly, kiss him more intensely. Well, I don't know. Should I like both. I'm gonna hold him, I guess, as Heath covered my I'm gonna hold him just because he seems like very aggressive. As Heath covered my lips with kisses, I curled my arms around his waist, trying to reassure him that I wouldn't leave. In response, he pulled me in even more closely. Okay, either way, it's more aggressive, as if my embrace wasn't enough for him. His tongue impatiently pressed into my mouth, swirling, exploring, eager to taste more of me. Michiko, he mumbled my name between kisses, shivering slightly in my arms. From the way his embrace grew more and more passionate, I began to wonder if he'd pull us down to the bed. I don't know how to feel, because I feel like you're playing around with me, until suddenly, he pushed me away. You're playing with my feelings. You're playing with my feelings, and I genuinely feel hurt. That's why I was too scared to give you my entire heart. And I secretly gave you my entire heart. And now I feel like you're just toying with me. And now I don't know how I feel about you. As he buried his face in a hand, I glimpsed a terrified look in his eyes. Terrified of me. Why? Without another word, he ran towards the door. It slammed shut behind me, echoing through my now empty room. Do I look scary? Am I ugly? The silence that followed seemed unreal somehow. Had it all been some kind of dream? Was I still asleep or half awake and delusional? No, I could still feel Heath's desperate grip on my shoulders, and that final look he'd given me was all too real. I sank back down in my bed, staring up at the ceiling. Maybe it was just a fluke, and everything he'd said was impulsive or exaggerated because of his high. That's honestly what I feel, and it really hurts. But I had the feeling I'd only started to scratch the surface. I'm already damaged. I don't want any more damage. I cannot take any more hits, okay? What the fuck? I'm really hurt. What do I do after that? The next night, there was no sign of a message from Charisse. Nothing from Heath either. I wonder if he was too mortified to speak to me now that he'd probably sobered up. For once then, I had a completely free night. So despite my immortal lifespan, I felt like I probably shouldn't laze around in bed or watch an entire VHS collection of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That, for some reason, was tucked into my TV cabinet. Instead, something much stronger was tempting me. A meeting with the Golgotha leader. I felt a strange insistence pull towards him, towards a cemetery. It was like an unseen will tangling with my own. My gut feeling told me I'd be safe if he'd really wanted to kill or catch me, and I'd already given him plenty of chances. But before I went to meet him, I needed to feed again. Venturing somewhere potentially dangerous without fresh blood seemed like a bad idea. We're not drinking from a human. I got no human to drink from anyway. Drank from a blood bag. Grabbing a bag from the fridge, I guzzled it down. Not terrible. They were always labeled with their blood type, and I decided on what was relatively tasty as type O negative. I was gonna say, isn't type O like a very common blood? But then she said negative. I don't know if that's common. I don't know. I don't know my blood type, so my brother said his is B positive, B plus, and I made a joke saying, damn, us Asians can't even get an A plus. So I don't know if my brother and I share the same blood, because Tyler told me that even if you're a family, you can have different types of blood types. Maybe something. Is that true? I didn't Google that. I'm very gullible, so he could be lying to me. Because Holyfield Cemetery is a little too far to walk, I hailed a cab and settled down in my seat, gazing out at the distant moon. Living in a graveyard was an interesting choice, even for a vampire. The irony had to be deliberate. It shouldn't have been that strange since we were all dead, clinically speaking, but most vampires didn't seem to flaunt that fact. They love to flaunt that they're immortal, though. The entrance to the cemetery, I would say ceremony. The cemetery almost looked like it belonged to a mansion. I reached out to testingly push the elegant, towering iron gates, wondering if they were locked. But they lightly creaked open at the first hit of my touch, all too eager to beckon me inside. Hello? Bella Lugosi, Marla Durden, Eric Korngold, Helena Blavatsky. All these names. With some hesitation, I stepped onto the little path that wound through a maze of graves. It was dark, almost unnaturally dark, and a thin mist curled sluggishly among the headstones. I couldn't deny the cemetery's haunting beauty, the watchful statues, the towering trees, the ragged lamps that cast an eerie sheen on whatever they struck. Everything seemed to preserve in time. Far in the distance, I saw the city lights glowing brightly like electric fireflies drifting through darkness. My eyes fell from glittering skyscrapers down to the cold gray tombstones surrounding me. The atmosphere of graveyards like this made me feel nothing. To be honest, I'm not scared right now, so nothing. There really wasn't anything special about them. Cemeteries were more for the living than the dead, after all. I still found it odd that someone would choose to live in one, but maybe he just liked the decor. Who could really say? Okay, we have time, so we might be able to see him. Following the path, I headed deeper into the graveyard, forcing myself to stay on high alert. Everyone seemed either terrified of this man or reluctant to even speak his name. Considering the power and confidence of most vampires I've met so far, that was no small feat. But after wandering around for several minutes, I couldn't find anyone. Maybe I had missed him, or else Zong had pulled some kind of prank on me. There wasn't exactly a doorbell I could ring either. Suddenly, I sensed the presence of someone nearby. Like Marcus, it had abruptly appeared instead of slowly growing closer. It's kind of scared. My eyes darted around to try to spot the source, but I couldn't detect where they were. Are they up? Above? Until I glanced behind the mausoleum. There, a lone statuesque figure stood with his back to me, gazing up at the moon. The instant I saw him, a chill ran down my spine for reasons I couldn't explain. Something about his presence was incredibly calm and controlled, almost too calm, completely unlike any other human or vampire I'd met. Say nothing and wait. He's busy looking at the moon. I'm not gonna say anything. I stayed silent, staring at the tall silhouette, but I'd already given myself away. The man turned to face me, gaze flicking directly to where I stood, as if he'd known I was there all along. I would hope so. Oh, you look like a werewolf, actually, more than a vampire. His eyes dimly glowed like two beacons in the dark, casting a pale golden sheen onto his face. He does look intimidating. The figure took a few steps towards me. Maybe the wind drowned them out, but I could have sworn his footsteps in the grass were silent. Hi, sir. He stopped a small distance away, gazing me up and down with aloof curiosity. That does not look like curious. At last, with a soft inhale, he subtly nodded, maybe to himself more than to me. Welcome to my residence, Michiko. I hope its unorthodox nature does not cause you undue distress. Don't worry, I feel nothing being here. He spoke in a quiet, near monotone, his deep voice oddly soothing. I am Andre Zibek. I guess you're the one who sent the party invitation, huh? Andre, are you the leader? No, I'm gonna choose this one. The corners of his mouth curled faintly upwards at my reply, yet it didn't seem quite like a smile. He's gonna say I'm a smartass. It appears my message was delivered. I am pleased you decided to acknowledge it. Only on rare occasions do I extend personal greetings to Los Angeles' latest inductions, but for you, I chose to make an exception. Why might that be? Everyone seems to be making exceptions for me. Listen, if you want something, just get it over with. My heart's broken from Heath. Okay, why might that be? I don't want to fuck with this man. He looks very intimidating. The glow of Andre's eyes flickered for less than a second, like a lamp brushed by a poltergeist? There are, on occasion, individuals of unique potential and circumstances who are noteworthy enough to attract my interest. Very few vampires have been turned in Los Angeles the past several years, and have managed to survive. Yet you appear to flourish as nascent as you are in your development. I feel as if you hold great promise. It's a cold, isolated existence, but it's also exciting. I like it. Well, I'm managing to survive at least. This is where you offer me a deal, right? Yeah, I'm managing. The most enduring struggle of all. It was impossible to tell from his deadpan expression whether he was being truly sympathetic or not. I am aware of your employ by Charisse Locke, the Escari leader and regent of Los Angeles. Her methodology of ruling is disagreeable to me. That is why I seek to subvert it, and why I rather others against her. But she is a formidable opponent. While the Mavar seek to fight in the streets, Locke and I battle in the shadows, a duel of assassins and spies. A faint, insidious smile spread across his lips, not quite reaching his eyes. However, as of late, she has begun losing ground to me. I believe that is why, in her desperation, she seeks to mold you into a suitable weapon. That might be true, but I have faith in Charisse and her cause. That's what it feels like. She's trying to use me as a pawn. I'm just doing what I have to. My situation isn't exactly flexible. I'm kind of stuck on these two choices. And I had to choose a choice and then end the episode. I feel like I honestly don't have a choice, so there's nothing one is forced to do, save for abiding by natural laws of the universe. Beyond those laws, your will is entirely your own. You're merely deceiving yourself into seeing another's will as an impassable barrier, when in reality it is nothing but a circle of thread on the floor around you. Such a barrier exists solely because you believe it does. Glad you're telling me that. My girl needs to hear that. His quiet, calm voice drifting into silence. Andre, I'm assuming, turned his gaze up towards the moon. The time for an end to this conflict swiftly approaches, Michiko. Either a new ruler will establish domain over the Los Angeles Coven, or else we shall descend into anarchy, the beginning of an inevitable end for our kind. He sounded remarkably placid for such a dramatic statement. Even when I studied his face, I couldn't see any visible traces of emotion. My assistants served as my eyes and ears, unseen and unheard, absorbing all that would be hidden as they move around among the dead. But with the current tension between the houses, their range is limited. Okay. Andre fell purposefully silent, allowing his thin smile to finish his implication. Are you asking me to be your spy? Well, maybe I could help with that. You're as subtle as a train wreck. What the fuck? Are you asking me to be your spy? But I'm in a totally different household. What is going on? Anyway, this is where we're gonna actually have to stop. Next episode, I am gonna choose. Are you asking me to be your spy though? Because that's what it's starting to sound like, and my bun's coming out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Fuck Heath right now. I don't know how to feel about him. I feel like he just toyed with my whole entire being. I'm very sad from that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
touch it, touch it, touch.